hosting Toronto, eh? That's Joel Pinheiro. Boy, he is really struggling. Seattle 1-9 in his 10 starts this year. The bases are full of Jays in the second for Josh Phelps. Oh, now he unloads. Grand slam to right. The home run is his 5th of the year, and the Mariners sinking fast at Safeco Field. That made it 4-0 Blue Jays. They win 5-3.
Batista and Zito performing on the same Oakland stage. Yeah, they can pitch, but they're multi-talented major leaguers. They each fancy themselves musicians. Zito, the noted guitar strummer, Miguel Batista, who favors the flute. They can throw it a little bit, too. Top 6 went away. Zito gets Reed Johnson on the curveball. Vernon Wells looking, all with his own soundtrack, mind you. Alex Rios. 8 innings pitched, 5 hits, an earned run, and 5 strikeouts for Zito. Miguel Batista on the flute, strike him out, throw him out, double play. This is the weirdest highlight music ever. Batista strikes out Rubio Durazo, then he gets out Jermaine Dye. But you know what? There had to be a crescendo. Dye in the 11th, a sac fly to score Eric Burns. A's get their 3rd walk-off win in a row.
Blue Jays and A's from Oakland, where the A's had won 8 straight. Top third, no score, Rich Harden pitching to Alexis Rios. Over to Harden, up top. And in time, 7 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 earned run for Harden. Bottom third, Josh Towers now pitching to Scott Hatterberg, and more stellar D. This time, compliments of Reed Johnson. Towers, 7 innings of work, 6 hits, 1 run, but he got by with a little help from his friends. Nice effort by Johnson. How about some run support now? Top 8, game tied at 1. Chad Bradford to Eric Hinsky with 2 outs, and that makes this a clutch home run. Number 5 for Hinsky. He was 2 for 4, 3 RBI. Jays win at 6-1. They've won 8 of 11.
Blue Jays with the continuing list.
Burns hits it very high, very deep, and very gone. Delivers with a RBI single to center, and the A's lead 2-0. Jamming fingers and bags, and there's a base hit. Dye will score. Carroll rounds. He'll head home. It's cut off. 4-0 A's. For Durazo set the game to extra innings for the A's. One turns on that, and it is a fair ball. 1 run in, 2 runs in. They're waving Dye home. The relay. Not in time.
Padres, Blue Jays. Does anybody get a team ready to play ball better than Jose Lima?
Well, it's Lima time.
I don't think so. Exactly. They even have a name for it. Lima in trouble, though. Greg Zahn runners on first and third. Zahn. That's going in the corner. That'll score Chris Gomez and Vernon Wells. Zahn 1 for 3, 2 RBI, hitting 354. Lima, not a good time. 4 runs allowed, 7 hits in 7 innings. Top 9, 4-0 runner on first. Miguel Batista against Cesar Izturis on the ground. Now, Howie Clark takes it to the bag for the force, right? But Dave Roberts, 32 years young, he had a senior moment. He thought he was doubled up. He's standing off the bag at second, and he is tagged out. He's a bit confused, but he'll get over that. He's a veteran. Milton Bradley, don't know if he'll get over that. 7 Ks for Batista, allowing 4 hits. Batista with his 3rd career shutout.
Arizona at Toronto. You know, Diamondbacks manager Bob Brenly on rookie Tim Olson's going 0 for 15 in his major league career said, hey, Willie Mays went 30 or 40 at bats, I think, before he got his first hit. He turned out all right. Well, actually went 0 for 12, and his first hit was a homer off Warren Spahn. But let's not let history get in the way of a motivational tool. Olson pinch hitting, top 9. Jays are up a run, and there's the base hit. And it's all about Brenly's speech. We're tied at 2. Olson not only gets his first hit, he gets his first RBI and his first major league replay. They better be pushing play and record in the Olson family, because we're not done with Tim Olson. Danny Bautista, same inning off Terry Adams, and Olson's going to score the winning run. The Diamondbacks 3-2.
Diamondbacks in Toronto, where Roy Halliday was fresh off the DL, pitching for the first time since May 27th after a sore right shoulder. Gets his first batter, Scott Hairston. 2 batters later, he rings up Danny Bautista. Halliday went 5 2/3, allowed 2 runs on only 3 hits. He struck out 5. Bottom 3, Eric Hinsky, 3-run shot, his 6th. He was 3 for 4, drove in a career-high 5, 4-0 Jays. Bottom 7, Vernon Wells. This is a 3-run shot, his 9th. Wells 4 for 6, and the Blue Jays went 15-4 Roy Halliday said he felt pretty good.
Spankings in the first 2 games of their series in Toronto, and Randy Johnson 5-game win streak, but spanked early here by Frank Menachino. Crushes one deep left, get eat. His third of the year, 1-0 Blue Jays. It's a 2-1 Jays lead in the second. Robbie Hammock hits one to short, ball goes through. Chris Woodward's leg. Oh, booty. My glove on the ground, watching. I see the button of your cap. That's what I want to see. 3-2 Diamondbacks, 2-run score. Bottom 4, Johnson strikes out Dave Berg and then strikes out others. Reed, Johnson, Josh Phillips. Here's one for the ages as Johnson gets 11 Ks in a 5-3 win. 40-year-old Randy Johnson, 41-year-old Roger Clemens, 39-year-old Kenny Rogers tied for the big league lead in wins.
Well, meet me at Barry's place. Jason Schmidt's having a party. He's 7-0 in his last 9 starts with a 1.80 ERA. He struck out the side in the first on 14 pitches. 12 Ks in the game. That was Frank Catalanato going down there. This is Ray Durham just activated, and that's Frank Catalanato going down there. Radar glove and then double trouble as Schmidt gets doubled off first. Bottom 6, Giants up 2-1. Barry Bonds. Shallow left, and no, there's that Catalanato guy again. Making another catch. Bonds 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Top 9, 1-run game. Catalanato, Matt Hergis. Oh, this one's not good for Catalanato. Grounder to Pedro Feliz, second back double play. Giants win 4-3. Meet me at Barry's place. We're having a party. We're also having a walkathon, visiting Toronto, pledging its support. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge measures 9,151 feet, and Bonds has 90 walks, 90 feet to first base. Took the short bus, but I know that's 8,100. How many more games till Bonds walks the length of the bridge? Well, he's in the midst of an intentional walk number 49 in the first. So let's see, he needed 1,051 feet to reach the end of the bridge.
A number of times.
It's now up to 8,190 after the intentional walk. He went 2 for 3 with that walk. Let's build that bridge. Let's not. 961 feet short. We'll revisit that like an ESPN short later on in the season. Pat Hinkin.
Ball pin. That's what he's telling him.
On the ground, and a fair ball over the bag. Alfonso scores, and they're going to hold up Pedro Feliz, and that's a good move. It's a double for Przinsky, and it's 8-1.
A.J. Przinsky, one man's pleasure, another man's pain. Przinsky homers, and then Kirk Reeder, the opposing pitcher, helps himself. A tidy 2 hours and 11 minutes in a 10-2 Giants win.
You know, if you watch it, San Fran going for the sweep. Barry Bonds did not start, was available to pinch hit, or in this case, pinch intentionally walk. Bottom 8 tied at 5. For the 50th time this season, he's intentionally walked. 2 batters later, Michael Tucker was happy about this, said they knew they weren't going to pitch to Barry, so he gets one he can drive deep to right. Bonds and Ray Durham scored triple for Tucker. He drove in 3. The Giants sweep Toronto right out of the bay. Final score, 8-5.
Padres from San Diego. David Wells hadn't given up a run since coming off the DL, a streak of 12 2/3 scoreless innings. So, of course, first batter he faces, Frank Menachino, says, I got your scoreless streak right here. Gone to straightaway center. Menachino's 4th, and the streak is done. 1-0 Blue Jays. Bottom 6, Phil Nevin. 2 on and 2 out against Ted Lilly, and Lilly gets him swinging. Lilly 6 in the third, 3 hits, 1 run. Jays take it 3-2.
In Padres play, that's for the Joe Carter Cup, but that's okay. I made that up. Top 7, Brian Lawrence facing Orlando Hudson, and Hudson. Well, that's high. It's over the fence. It's gone. You get 1 point for that. 6 for Hudson, 2-0 Blue Jays. Top 8, Reed Johnson facing Lawrence. Lasers it to left field. Howie Clark going to try to score from first. Ramon Vasquez. We're going to give you a relay throw. We're going to have a play at the plate. Ramon Hernandez blocking plate, and Judd looks for the ball. Judd says, you're out. Hernandez hurt. Take a closer look. Clark slides into Hernandez's left leg. That's going to hurt. Hernandez scheduled to be taken for an examination after the game. Padres lose their catcher and the game. Blue Jays win 3-0.
Skippered by Lou Piniella, looking to keep it going in Toronto. You know, since the 20th of May, they have been off the charts. Best record in the majors, 22-6. Never this late in the season have they been in 3rd place in the AL East. 2 games within 500. The Devil Rays. Bottom 1, no score, 2 on. Chad Gaudin walking Greg Zahn to load the bases. Piniella has seen enough. When you're going for 12 straight, you don't mess around. In comes Travis Harper from the bullpen. We're in the first inning, folks. Next batter, Harper getting Chris Woodward to fly out. So the Devil Rays escape the first inning, and they change the pitcher. Bottom 5, Blue Jays down 2-0. Bags full, Trevor Miller striking out Eric Hinsky to escape another bases-loaded jam. Top of the 6th, Tampa Bay leading 3-0. Carl Crawford, opposite way. 2 for 5, 2 RBI. He's hitting .307. In fact, Crawford's hitting .469 his last 7 games coming into the day. And then Jorge Sosa, 2 innings he pitched, 6 Ks for him. D-Rays have won 12 in a row. How about that, John Kruk? What do you think?
Well, what's gotten into the Tampa Bay Devil Rays is Lou Piniella. I mean, the manager of this team, he's got a game plan, and he's stuck to it. They have pitchers now who throw strikes. They have power coming out of their bullpen, and they have a team that plays great defense, great team defense. And when you have those 3 things working for you, all it takes is a few timely hits, and they've been getting those in this 12-game winning streak, and that's how you get a long streak like that.
Thank you, John. The Devil Rays played 39 games before they won back-to-back games this season. And now they are the hottest team in baseball, just a game under 500 following their franchise record 12 straight win. Said Julio Lugo, at the beginning of the season, it was terrible. We were just Tampa Bay. Now everybody is calling us the Stinging Rays.
Julio Lugo, just for fun, at the beginning of the season was just terrible. We were just Tampa Bay. Now everybody's calling us Stinging Rays. And the gloves were certainly stinging at Sky Dome. Bottom 1, Eric Hinsky off of Victor Zambrano, who starts the 1-6-3. That's defensive support. Bottom 3, Howie Clark. Howie to short, and it's our man Julio Lugo. Starts a 6-4-3. Zambrano getting lots of support. He allows just 1 run on 4 hits in 8. Bottom 5, David Big. Nice hit, Mr. Big. To third, Jeff Blum. This is a 5-4-3. Tampa Bay could use a win also, because the win here would put them at 500. Bottom 8, Zambrano. It gets by Brooke Fordyce. We're going to have a play at the plate. Here's Alex Rios. Oh, and the Devil Rays have blown the lead in the 8th. We're tied at 1. Still tied in the 10th, Reed Johnson. Broken bat up the middle. Chris Woodward scores, and the Jays win 2-1, snapping Tampa's 12-game winning streak. It's the Devil Rays' first loss since June 8th. But Lou Piniella said about the streak, we turned our season around. 13, the unlucky number for the Devil Rays. During their 12-gamer, they averaged 6 runs per contest, hit .285 as a team. They also picked up 4 games on the first-place Yankees. However, they still trail the division leader by 10.5.
Tampa trying to start a new win spree, and if there's one thing we've learned over the years, it's that you do not tick off the D-Rays. That's a lot of hits, 24 in fact, team record to go along with the team records for total bases and runs. D-Rays back to a game under 500.
The Blue Jays were hoping their first ever 3-game sweep against the Expos would be a reality, but thanks to Montreal's early power surge, led by former Blue Jay Tony Batista, the Expos left Sky Dome on a positive note. For Pat Henkin, this is yet another frustrating outing. The former Cy Young Award winner has now lost a career-high 6 straight decisions.
You know, it was awful. I mean, I really have no other word to describe it. You know, I mean, it's frustrating to be out there not throwing strikes. It's obviously the main focus of a pitcher is to throw strikes, and when you don't do that, you know, everybody in the whole team is just like, come on, let's go. You know, so, you know, I wish I could climb in a hole out there sometimes, but, you know, it just wasn't my day.
He's trying to pitch to the corners of the plate with not a whole lot of velocity, and consequently that's getting him behind in counts and walking people. And then when he tries to be aggressive and get ahead with pitches, balls are getting hit.
Toronto is now 5-10 this season. When Pat Henkin makes a start, his Blue Jays will finish up their interleague season series with Montreal beginning next Friday, when they will play in a 3-game set in Puerto Rico.
His 5th straight decision. Top second, Zambrano getting a little help from his people. Chris Gomez shot in the right field. Jose Cruz Jr. is on the case. Gomez is going to test him, and he's going to fail. Cruz passes. That's how you win a Gold Glove, which he did in San Francisco last year. Top second, 2 on for Orlando Hudson. And there's speedy Carl Crawford out there on the other side of the outfield. Everybody taking care of Zambrano. Meanwhile, Roy Halladay hadn't given up a homer in his last 47 1/3 innings entering Monday's game, and that is about to change. Devil Rays up 3-1. Jeff Blum blasts off for his 4th of the year, making a 4-1 Tampa lead. Bottom 5. Same score. Watch Joey Gathright, or at least try to, because he's real fast. Crawford with the single to left center. Gathright is flying to third. Maybe the 2 fastest major leaguers on the same team, batting 1-2 in the Devil Ray lineup. That opens up the game. Next batter, Jose Cruz Jr., and you're so not catching that. 12th of the year, 166th of his career. That's now 1 more than his father, and the D-Rays have won 16 of their last.
Score against Toronto. Reed Johnson gets under it. Carl Crawford is there to make the great catch, making up for an 0-for-3 game. It's a top play nominee. Still top of the first 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Chris Gomez. Gomez taking off to second on Toby Hall's throw. Eric Hinsky will steal home. Yeah, Hinsky, the first Blue Jay to steal home since April of 2001. He was also 2 for 4. Top of the 5th, Blue Jays up 2-0. Josh Phelps over the top for his 6th home run of the year. The Blue Jays cool off Tampa Bay. Ted Lilly allowing 3 hits in 6 innings to win his
streak. That is Josh Towers, and yes, server failure. Ray Sanchez into the stands for a home run since the first time since April 2002. His other home run this year, you might recall, was a walk-off inside the park job. 5-0 Devil Rays. Dewan Brazelton was in a mess. He turns on his pop-up blocker and gets Reed Johnson. Then Eric Hinsky. This is a payoff pitch, and the 3-2 changeup gets it. Brazelton 5 shutout, give up 5 hits. This in a 6-0 game. Howie Clark batting. Watch this fan, baby in his hand. Wow, how dare he wrestle that foul ball away from the kid.
I'm not liking that.